Alright folks, today I am looking for Carolina striped bass. And if you didn't know, striped bass fishing in North Carolina is tricky. There's definitely a good amount of like 20 to 22 inch fish, 24 inchers. But we're going to look for something a little bit bigger, fishing some brackish water. Can bump into, I don't know, you name it. Alright, we're striper fishing here. And alright, this is some interesting looking stuff here. Couple casts. Ounce and a half jig head. And I'm gonna let it hit the bottom. As soon as it hits the bottom. I don't know. It's got a head. Is that a bluefish? Got no idea what that was. Not fighting much, really. Cat. I'm guessing it's going to be a catfish. Nope. It is. It's probably one of my PB largemouths. Not something I catch too often on an Elias shad. But, you know, you are fishing with a 6-inch swim bait. Definitely not the intended target by any means, but still, it's a serious bucket mouth, man. Yeah, like I said, definitely not the intended target, but my goodness, it's a pretty good fish. Good Carolina fish for sure. Not the striper though. God, I'm so green to freshwater bass. I thought that was a bluefish. It's kind of funny. A couple more casts here. I think I just went over a striper. My guess. So I definitely found, I don't know, some stuff. Oh, okay. I don't know. It's a solid Carolina striper, man. Very cool. Guess the Carolina bass loves the Elias shad too, huh? Inhaled it. It's a pretty good fish. Somewhere in that 32, 33 inch class. Now let's let her go. About 32 inches, 33. Trying to jig a couple here. I can't. Sweep it off the bottom here for a second and see what we can do. Oh, missed him. That was him. What the hell am I missing? Oh, I think I know what that is. It's probably largemouth. It's small though. Got him. Not very big. Hey. Damn. Know what that is? It's an Elias shad white perch. Well, I could keep a couple of these, right? Pretty nice one. Well, we just landed this chubby white perch. Keep a couple of these. Was just trying to work my shad on the ledge for a striper, and all right, that's cool. Got a 30-inch and change striper, white perch, green bass. Doing the diversity slam. Need a speckled trout and a redfish, and we're there. There's one right there. He's sitting on that ledge, and I can't get him to freaking bite. Pain in the ass. Sitting right on the sandbar here. That's exactly where they're at. What do I got here? Damn. It's a toad. An Elias shad toad, huh? It doesn't really count. It's a good bass. Picking them on the troll. I'm gonna make a couple casts. You know, another 3 to 5 pounder. Cool. 3/4 ounce Elias shad. I'm just working this kind of bank here. Looking for striper, honestly. I'm not really. It's cool. I guess the striper bite being kind of slow. What is it? Largemouth. Slab, man. It's a pretty nice crappie. It's probably about 15, 14. It's pretty cool. So it might be what I'm marking on this ledge here. A lot of those stripers, I guess not. That's kind of cool though. Alright, so for a first go, that wasn't too bad. A couple bass, largemouths. One striper, around 30 inches. One white perch, one crappie. So a little mixed bag. A little different than the striper fishing I'm used to. So got to get used to a couple tricks, you know. I gotta put the tricks together. We're not done for the day yet, but I have a feeling we might be. Our window to catch fish might have ended. Same tackle I always fish with. I'm wearing a new NRS. It's the Eclipse paddling suit. It's a dry suit. So and the Chinook PFD. It's got some new toys. I switched dry suits because it's not that cold here in Carolina. Water's like 50, air temps are like 50, 60, so I wanted something a lot more comfortable than I was used to. Other dry suit was tough. I cover a lot of ground today too, so it's a head scratcher. Still putting things together in this type of fishery. All right, so there you have it. That was my first attempt at striper fishing. So we trolled shads, we casted shads. Honestly, I think on my screen or sonar fish finder, I think I saw approximately like 5 to 6 fish all day. I didn't see numbers of fish. And I ended up probably doing about 4 miles total. So my best advice if you're in new water, trolling is absolutely the way to go until you figure out, you know, a couple patterns or places stripers kind of congregate. It might be bait, it might be structure, it might be the right amount of current, certain tidal stuff. Generally, if you're fishing my shads or any other lures, it doesn't matter. It's never a bad idea to cover multiple parts of the water column. After seeing what I saw, probably having a presentation 30 to 40 feet down might have been the right call, and in addition to that, 20 feet down, which is I'd probably pluck my fish 15 feet down is my guess. But, you know, they might move throughout the day, of course, as well, and that's the game you have to discover. The one good thing, though, I find striper to be a lot easier than redfish. And the reason I find striped bass a lot easier to be than redfish, so I'm giving you my example. You know, I thought there was maybe like 6 fish in that environment for, you know, 2 to 3 miles worth of ground that I covered, and that's kind of what I suspected I actually saw. If there was 6 redfish in that environment with that sort of contour difference and channels and flats, You know, redfish don't chase on the troll is the problem. So you're relying on just your straight jigging or casting techniques. You know, impossible. So at least, you know, use the striper's weakness of swimming all over the water column to your advantage. So that's all I got. I mean, just it was fun. Pretty cool. We'll try it one more time before winter's over. And Carolina does not have like a ocean class striper run that I'm kind of used to, which is, you know, stripers hitting the beaches, inlets. It's a little bit of a different game on my end, so I got to kind of, you know, refine my skills a little bit. But still, it was fun. It was cool. It's very different. I kind of enjoyed seeing that. So, all right, guys. There's links in the video's description. Everything we used today. Still pretty cool.